Tim, are you ready? Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you are in the world today. This is the World Today, and I'm your host, Rabbi Dr. Sophia Catherine Woodley Rothschild. And with me today is my house, the ever energetic Ann Husu. Ann Husu is the founder and uh, leader of the Bert Husu Academy. Anne, welcome.
Welcome. It's nice to be back. Good to see you again.
Yes, indeed. So the last time we were here, you were talking about some of the awesome things that your academy is doing. Could you bring us up to date and any new developments, any new accomplishments your academy has achieved?
Thank you for that question. Yes, last time we talked about it was last school year, which was the first school year of Virtue Academy, and now actually we have just begun our second school year. We're about 3 weeks into it. Whereas last year we started with 4 students, now we have 14 students, ranging from we take first K through 8, and we have students ranging from first through 7th grade. And new development this year compared to last year is that last year we had grouped them into a younger class and an older class, and now we actually have a middle class
Ye-
of students. I'm
Outstanding.
very excited
Yeah,
to
yes, indeed. And
teach.
yeah, and how many students you have now? And last time you were
14.
14.
14. We
Yeah,
started with 4 last year.
yes, indeed. And once again, if anybody wants to come join your academy, they can either email you or text you, or how can they get in touch?
Yes, it's Anne at birdshoeacademy.org, or just our website, birdshoeacademy.org. You see behind me, Bird
Yes, yes,
Shoe
indeed. Awesome. Nice
Academy.org.
design. Nice
Yes.
design. Well, there's been some other very fascinating things that have been happening with you, and you now run again for the school board. Tell us about that.
Yes, so I was doing fine, enjoying myself, learning a whole lot, and doing a lot of good for students at Virtual Academy. But what I found is that really what we've learned in the past year and what we've been able to do for our students, which was to bring them um, academically from 2 years behind grade level to up to and above grade level in just one academic year. Now we had a handful of students that we were able to do this for because we only had so few students last year, but what we've learned and how we've been able to achieve that, I really want to bring that to the whole school district so that we can help students all catch up from behind grade level to at least grade level. So that's really one of the main reasons I decided to run for the school board again. And the other one really is fix our fiscal crisis.
Yes.
I have the professional experience, finance management, all that experience from 25 years of experience in private industry to bring that back to SFUSD to help us out of this crisis.
And you've been on the school board before. If you win again, what are some of the things that what will be your focus this time?
Last time everything was so new. It was an avalanche of information. The school district being on the board, all those consent calendar items, dozens of contracts that need the board to approve. It was just very overwhelming. This time, I have much more context about our school district, about education itself. So I am much more, I would say, focused on the financial and management of our school district. Meaning, one of the main things that I explored last time, and I will insist on this time, is that we set metrics of success for every program spend money on.
Yes.
This is, our school district does not have a funding problem. We have a spending problem. We spend a whole lot of money with no results. That's what I will focus on this time, is define the metrics of success for everything that we spend money on. And if we meet those metrics of success, great, expand the programs. If not, cancel them.
Yeah, yeah, because in the past they've been like focusing on renaming schools, rechanging signs and symbols, wasting all that money. While the students' language, they can barely count or barely spell their name. But in your institution, you combine both the Asian and the American concepts, which is quite beautiful. Because with an Asian concept, we learn how to do the examination, which is very important to
Knowledge acquisition
yes.
and skills mastery.
And also in the American concept, which is more like a
Critical thinking,
and creativity. And I
We
think they
combine the best of both worlds.
yes, indeed. And I think you got my support, and I think it's quite fascinating that I think San Francisco is beginning to make a turn for the better. We're seeing more and more candidates are demanding results, not political correctness, not this communist BS and all this class warfare nonsense. Focus on results, and I say amen to that. And we need more people like you in the system. So how is the campaign coming on so far?
The campaign is also very different this time than 2 years ago. Again, 2 years ago, I really was not versed on political campaigns at all. I was just being told to go here and there, meet everybody, and take pictures, and that's what I did. This time, I actually know who these people are, various organizations and various people, and I know what they stand for and what I stand for, and sometimes I'm choosing not to be in the same place as some of these people. So the campaign is going well. I feel much better. It's very different than last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reaching out to the citizens directly through social media, through traditional media, and through media like yours, this channel. Thank you for having me on.
No problem, anytime.
Just have as many people hear directly from me as possible.
Yes. And I think the last time you were here, I think we had like 400 views after that. And I think this time even more because more people know about it this time more than last time. And going forward, apart from your campaign and your school going forward, what are some encouraging words for all others who are trying to make change in San Francisco?
I do feel this time compared to 2 years ago that there is more momentum in pushing back against the extreme left progressives in the city. Things have gotten worse at the school district now compared to 2 years ago, and things in our city have gotten worse as well, and I think that is propelling more people, whether it's a school board or supervisor, more moderates who have some common sense and just want our schools and our cities to work better, just for normal people. So I think that force is gaining momentum, and I'm very happy to be on the side of that force, whether it's a school board or at the city level.
Yeah, because interestingly, I think what was recently for the first time in history, a incumbent supervisor was defeated because it was just too much. He wasn't doing his job, so he was basically voted out of office because the dirty streets and dirty everything, and all this money being spent and wasted. And it's I'm happy and I'm hopeful for the future.
Yes, and I think especially the Asian Americans, I think are being mobilized again on the back of the Recall School Board campaign a couple of years ago and Recall DA. I and others in the Asian community especially are re-engaging with parents and other citizens to make sure that we vote again, because we are 1/3 of the city's population.
Yeah,
And that is,
actually, in some accounts, it's 40% now. It's more than one third. It's 40% and rising now.
yes,
Yeah, because
yes,
the other some other groups have decreased while the Asians have have increased. So yeah, it's 40% now. So yeah,
yes,
all the
that's
more we
right.
should have more Asian on the school board and people like you who have done the work, who knows what works, who knows what doesn't work. It's important that we have people like you on the school board because I think it's a great idea of trying to combine the Asian concept with the European concept to create more successful students. And
Yeah, we just want things to work and for our children to be educated well, not indoctrinated,
yeah,
but educated.
yeah, and yes, indeed.
That is something that I want to bring out and highlight to people because have you ever heard of the ethnic studies
Mm-hmm.
framework
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
curriculum?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it started out as a very good concept years ago of learning about the different ethnic groups and contributions to American society, but it has since been somewhat hijacked by a liberated ethnic studies curriculum that is all about oppressors and oppressed and really recruiting for
Yeah,
revolutionaries.
yeah, it's not nonsense, and that's the problem. If I'm kind of most people with common sense, like you and myself, think we shouldn't be using taxpayers' money for all this communist nonsense of liberation and oppression. No country is perfect, but it's quite clear that this country has done some really good things, really positive things, and we should accentuate what unites us. Learning the language and learn how to read and write and count, and leave all that nonsense.
You know, even at my school, the American and Chinese bicultural school, America comes first. That is the first culture,
Yeah,
and our priority is English, math, and Chinese. English is number one.
yeah,
We do the Pledge of Allegiance. We have field trips. We all these American customs, and then on top of that, we introduce some Chinese customs like morning exercise and the Chinese idioms as cultural tidbits. But we make it extremely clear to all of our students that you live in America. You need to speak English
mm,
perfectly,
yes,
better than perfectly, and learn American customs because we're all Americans. You could be Chinese American, you could be Jewish American, you could be African American, but we're all Americans.
exactly.
None of this
Yeah.
against each other.
Yeah, and it's interesting. If I've noticed over the years that people who want to tear countries apart, they tend to use ethnic studies to focus on creating the different groups and different and all that.
Class warfare.
Yeah, which is I think
What
nonsense.
happened in China, in Cultural Revolution in China?
Yeah. Hmm.
It was class warfare, right?
Yeah.
So I immigrated from China. I lived through that. My family lived through that. It is disheartening to see America like this right now, but heartening that there's a force that is
Common sense.
moving against that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's saddening is that most Americans really don't know the horrors of communism. They think it's nice and hunky dory. It's basically a form of slavery.
Yeah. But for any immigrant who comes from a communist country, it's instantly recognizable and it's terrifying right now.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, Han, can you give us some your website for your campaign?
Yes, it's Ann for SFBOE, ANNFORSFBOE.com.
Excellent.
For Board of Education.
Excellent.
Ann for SFBOE.com.
All
We
right.
appreciate everybody's support, volunteer, donation, and just votes. Tell everybody to vote for me.
Yes, indeed. And you got my vote, and make sure all my friends also put in a vote for you. And once again, and thank you for taking the time, and thanks for your patience, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
Bye bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.